Hello, today I'm going to be showing you all how to use the study guide I created for you guys. It will be using AI to help you study and quiz yourself. I personally like to use ChatGPT, it's just what I'm familiar and comfortable with, but you can use any AI. And currently, at time of this recording, I believe Google Gemini is free with a student email, so if you want to register for a Google Gemini account and use that instead, then please, by all means. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the GPT study prompt. You're just going to copy and paste this right here. You're going to input that into the AI. Again, I'm just using ChatGPT, but if you want to use something else, that's fine. It's going to let you know that it understands your request. As you can see, I've already inputted here. And then you're going to go to the section of notes you're wanting to study. You would first go over this, read the whole thing just to kind of preview the information. Then you're going to copy and paste that. And what the AI is going to do is it's going to start making you questions and quizzing you on the material that you just copy and pasted in. So here we can see question 1, which statement best defines a cell according to the provided text. You have answers A, B, C, or D. Because we read, we know the answer is B. We put it in. It tells us it's correct. But it's also going to tell us why the other answers are incorrect. Without trying to get too much into educational theory and learning, knowing why an answer is correct is important, but knowing why the other answers are incorrect are equally just as important. It really helps you to cement the material in. So next question, which feature of phospholipids causes the plasma membrane to spontaneously form a bilayer in an aqueous environment? We're just going to go ahead and say D on this one. Oh no, we got it incorrect. Again, it's going to tell us why the answer is correct, or what the correct answer is and why it's correct, and then it's going to explain why the other answers are incorrect. We're going to do this all the way until we finish this section of questions. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and make sure we get at least another one incorrect here. Yeah, we'll just say that. We're getting a few incorrect here on purpose because I want to show you what you can do at the end. And we'll go ahead and just This was a small section of text, so we shouldn't have too many more questions on this one. You'll notice that as we go over the questions, some of the questions that you read, the answers will, so for question 7 here, the answer was C, but it explained what A was. And then you'll see question 8. If you read question 7, you actually got the answer to question 8. And by studying like this, looking at why the answer is correct and why some answers are incorrect, you end up reviewing each question several times throughout the course of the studying. Now, at the end here, because we got those previous 2 questions incorrect, what we're going to say is, alright, it's actually already asking me if I want to, what I want to do. I usually just type adaptive, re-quiz on missed material only. And the reason this is important to do is because if you're already getting the information correct, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold here, but if you only study material that you already know, it's not really helping you to learn or fill in the gaps. It's not really helping you to learn the material that you're missing. But by doing this at the end, now we can go over, we can look at the question, you can select the correct answer, and you can move on. Now, once you've finished studying, and there should be 2 adaptive questions. For sake of time, I'm not going to do those. But what you would do is you could come down here to the next section of text. I've already got it highlighted. You would, again, preview the material by reading it. And you would just paste it in. And with that, oh, I guess it wants me to redo the adaptive still. Anyway, after you did the adaptive, it would go right into the next section. Alright, I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. My email is in the notes. Good luck and take care.